Louisiana beer reviews. Gordon Biersch Blonde Bock. Gordon Biersch Blonde Bock is 7% alcohol. It has a 23 IBU rating. Uses Hallertau aroma hops. Brewed in San Jose, California. Gets an average rating on Beer Advocate, a below average rating on Rate Beer, but an excellent rating on the Beer and Meat. Now, there's a lot of Gordon Biersch restaurants around the country. It's a restaurant and brew house chain, all right? It says this was bottled on February 22nd, 2012. I wish more beer companies would let you know that. So it's pretty fresh. Let's see what it's like. It's a bright Bock beer, they say. See a lot of smoke. It's so cloudy and windy and was rainy. All right. Spilling over. Okay. Get a thick, really a medium. Yesterday it was thick when I tried it yesterday. It's a medium to thin off-white head for whatever reason today, and a clear, bubbly, yellow golden appearance, I guess you could say. Let's go with the smell test. I get a little bit of a hop sting in my nose. I had this really, really cold though, so I don't know if it needs to warm up. A little bit of malt. I was smelling molasses, sort of like yesterday. Some caramel, maybe. Let's go with the taste. Yes, get some medium roasted barley malt, some like molasses, some kind of well, it's quite bitter. I wouldn't have thought it was a 23 IBU. I thought it would have been much higher. But it's funny, I've remarked on this before, some beers that have a really high IBU, I don't find they're too bitter, and ones that have a low IBU I find are much more bitter. Someone sent me a comment explaining it, but I didn't really understand what they meant. If you've ever eaten Roman meal bread, you're going to find this familiar. You get alcohol across the sip, being that it's 7%. The mouthfeel is medium. Look at all those bubbles. The finish is pretty crisp, pretty clean. It's mostly dry and it's refreshing. For such a high alcohol beer, it's quite easy to drink. I don't know, I don't get the low reviews. I have to go with the beer in me. I'm going to give it an excellent rating. I'll say A-. So, laissez-le bon temps relais. This is an excellent beer. And talking about the Oakland A's, I went out there June 29th, June 30th and July 1st, 2006, and saw 2 games. It was very chilly at the night game. I thought it was a very nice stadium. Some people remarked that they thought it was bad. Yes, it was opened in 1966, but it had been recently renovated, so all the seating areas were new. So it was a beautiful view of the field. It's a multi-purpose stadium. It also holds football games there, but I think it was well designed, and they did a good job with it. It's got kind of an odd outfield look with that big area they added for when the Raiders returned there in 1995. But overall, I still was very impressed with it. I would say it's a good stadium, and I'd give it a B. when I went out there, I was in the team office looking for a stadium guide to keep as a memento. They didn't have that. But when they asked where I was from, because I said I wasn't from there, I told them I drove there from Louisiana, and they were so impressed they gave me a necktie and some other things like this Oakland A's 2006 wall calendar. That's a nice souvenir. So I would highly recommend that you go out there and check out the Oakland A's. So I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans.